When asked which one was better, Michael Jordan dropped the mic with this answer.
It shows the talent, that we have within the league. It shows still the progression within the league. I'm very proud about what both guys have done because they're making their mark for the league, and I think it really helps the growth of the league, which is harder from a player standpoint. 6 championships, by all means.
6 rings, like Tom Brady from Boston. Do you like, love, or hate this
The difference
response?
is Jordan was the reason they won. He didn't have to be hidden in order to win.
I had that built up for a long
no
time.
25 QBRs for Michael Jordan.
All right.
Anyway.
Seriously, do you like that response?
I do. Because Michael Jordan every year put up the best numbers in basketball. He's a scoring leader like 10 straight. He should have been the MVP 10 straight times. And the question about Jordan early on was, will he make winning championships the most important thing to him, or are his individual skills, what was said about him? Look at Magic, look at Bird, such a team player, such great passers. Can a player like Jordan, he reminds us of Elgin Baylor, can a player like that ever win a championship? The most important thing to Michael Jordan, not just the most, the only important thing to Michael Jordan was winning championships. I remember an interview with Derek Jeter. I want to say Steve Serby did it here in New York, where he asked Jeter, who had already won 4 World Series, what's the one thing you haven't done that you wish to accomplish? And you're thinking maybe win an MVP or something like that. And he said a 5th ring. Guys like that think about one thing and one thing only. By the way, Tom Brady certainly fits into that category. Winning championships. Of course I love that from Jordan.
I love it too. I absolutely love it. It puts the focus on what this whole thing is supposed to be about. As great as those individual achievements are they in service of the one achievement, the reason that you signed up to play this game, the reason that I signed up to watch this game, the reason that we're all here? Jordan never forgets. And it's also because he has the most rings. And he is competitive. And, he's not here to try to be the nicest guy on the block. He's just true to himself, true to the point of the game. You gotta love it because of its authenticity. It's who Mike is and what the game is.
Yeah, and by the way, when Mike wound up, the reason Mike wound up with 6 is because Magic had 5. And in the modern game, that was the high water mark. You mentioned Tom Brady. Yeah, I will bet you if Jordan was a contemporary of Brady's today on that Bulls team doesn't break up after the second three-peat. Because he wants to win, because then the modern sports mark is 6, and he would be untied, and he'd have gone for 7. He is a defectively competitive human being, Michael Jordan. Defectively competitive.
Yes. And we love every second of it.
This is the greatest sports story I've ever heard.
Okay.
I can't take how good this is. Stephen A. Smith told me.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan would intentionally antagonize opponents right before the big game, right? Game 7, a playoff series. He would really do things, and I can't say what they were, to infuriate them and get under their skin. And my response was, of course, like Muhammad Ali, you get a psychological edge by unnerving your opponent because they're less than their best when they compete against you. Stephen A. said, no, Jordan did it because he wanted to make sure he got the best version of his opponent, so that when he beat them, singing them, giving you the best that I got by Anita Baker, this is not me with any excuses. This is you at your very best, and I am better than you. This is my favorite sports story of all time.
So good.